What's going on, guys? It's Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com. We're coming back from the 2023 NECANN in Boston, powered by Orange Photonics. I'm here with Wendy Campbell, VP of Sales at MJ Unpacked. How are you doing today, Wendy?
I'm so good. Great to see you. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Always a pleasure seeing you. Obviously, we share a home in the Pacific Northwest, but we see each other probably more on the road than at home. But, you know, for those, I'm familiar. I've been at every single MJ Unpacked that's happened. But for the people that aren't familiar, break down the show, this upcoming show in New York. 26th through 28th, if I got it correct, and what's the format of the show?
I love it. April 26th through the 28th, New York, Hilton, Midtown. MJ Unpacked is the first and only event in the cannabis space that's exclusively for licensed operators and accredited investors on a national level. So we bring brands, retailers, ancillary, select businesses, all together with investors to build the community, connect, collaborate. We also qualify every attendee, so you must be a manager or above from a licensed operator or an accredited investor to attend, which makes it a really robust, focused, curated audience. 56% of our attendees are C-level executives, so we're really bringing people together to get business done, decision makers with purchasing power that are there to move the industry forward. 2 shows a year. We'll be in New York next month in April, and then we'll be in Detroit at the Motor City Casino in October.
I didn't know about Detroit. That might be an exclusive right there. That might be an exclusive. Taking it to Detroit, I gotta go. We gotta go to that one. So obviously, for me, the focus. I understand as attending all these, the focused goal and the intention of the platform that is MJ Unpacked makes it so valuable. I always tell people, you just throw a rock, whoever it hits is likely a good person to talk to. It's not the only type of event that's valuable. I see you at all these events around the country, but what are, beyond just what MJ Unpacked's bringing to the table, what do you think, the event space could use more of in the cannabis space?
Well, I think we're playing to where the hockey puck is going, and if you look at every other industry, food, fashion, gift, toy, game, electronics, the biggest events in those are national with brands and retailers. And the supply side shows, which are a part of the ecosystem, are usually 3 to 7 times smaller than the big event. So that's where we are with cannabis. I was speaking to someone who's exhibited here for years. He did a party last night. It was the first year he did an exhibit, but now he's supporting. He used to sell to the guys and girls who are exhibiting now. So that's really the transition, and we like to think we're leading the way with that. But more brands, more verticals with their wholesale product line that are making relationships and working on that B2B marketing as well as that B2C consumer marketing that they can connect and make happen and learn of and take those next steps at trade events. So I think that the brands and retailers are becoming the kings because they are the heroes in the journey. They're the last stop or that last mile before the consumer gets the product. So they really are the champions, and they're the ones who need the utmost support and, let's say, innovation for how they work together and how they connect to the consumer. And that's where the trade event model needs to be at right now, and I'm seeing that more and more. I love NECANN. Mark's a great peer and friend of our CEO. They've been both, producing events for a gazillion years. And it's fun to see the energy and the optimism and the hope and the innovation that's here on the East Coast. And then there's more brands here than I've seen last year. So again, goes back to the brand space is growing here at NECANN as well.
I'm loving NECANN. This is my first trip out here.
Oh.
But this Northeast is so excited, man. Where do you see Massachusetts fitting in? I know when we talk about Northeast, everyone looks at New York, New Jersey. But Mass is here, adult use for a couple years. Where do you feel like it fits in the grand scale of legalization?
Well, truth, I went to college in Rhode Island, and that's when I entered the cannabis business as a consumer and as a distributor. So I heart New England. And I'm excited because I think Massachusetts had a really interesting entry with COVID and a lot of the things that were stalled and then not stalled. It's the Northeast corridor is a really exciting place for an educated consumer and also a cannabis user. So I do believe that niche brands that are focusing on creating the relationship and owning the relationship of that customer journey will be the most successful here in Massachusetts. I have a lot of opportunity for success, just like I think that Connecticut and that New York and that New Jersey and even the Rhode Island consumer. Lots of folks that have been strong in consumer packaged good business outside of cannabis that can bring that level of professionalism and engagement and know-how to the cannabis space. And in such a diverse market like Massachusetts, there's the consumer who's looking for that niche relationship. They want to be talked to, and I think you're seeing that here in Massachusetts, and that will continue to be what makes them stick out.
Wendy dropping knowledge, man. MJ Unpacked, 26th through the 28th, Hilton, Midtown, NYC. I'll be there. Hope to see you there. We're here at 2023 NECANN, our trip powered by Orange Photonics, man. We'll be back with more content as we go.
Orange Photonics will be at MJ Unpacked, so that's another good one.
We'll be hanging out in Boston and New York, man. Stay tuned.
Thank you.